You are not in control of your life. You did not choose to be born in a metropolis in Shanghai, a slum in Rio, or a suburb of Boston. You could not decide who your parents were or your socioeconomic status growing up. But if we ask successful people on how they achieved everything, they often credit their success on their talent and hard work. While that might be mostly true, life is a game influenced by both chance and skill. You may not be able to control the cards you are dealt, but you can control how you play. If you place activities on a spectrum where outcomes are determined by pure luck on the left side and pure skill on the right, you might find the game of poker somewhere in the middle. This similar balance between luck and skill makes poker a very interesting reflection of life. TV and movies often dramatize poker by showing bad beats, where one player has a strong hand but ends up losing to another player who either gets lucky or just has an even better hand. When a bad beat like this happens to you, how do you react?
5 and 7 of spades. The straight flush.
That usually depends on your locus of control, a concept in psychology first introduced by Julian Rotter in 1966 that measures how much control we feel we have over the events and outcomes in our life. When something happens to you, do you believe it was mostly due to your own decisions and skills? Or is it mostly a result of external factors, such as luck or the actions of other people? Try walking into any casino, and you'll hear lots of people at the card tables with an external locus who will keep losing money, but always just complain about their bad luck and how they're always on the wrong side of bad beats. When you dwell too long on these bad beats, though, you might miss the fact that maybe this particular opponent is never bluffing when they raise you all in, or even that your starting hand was too weak to be played at all. Bad beats don't just happen in poker, they are common in life as well. You end up in the middle of a car crash, get fired from your job, or go through a bad breakup. But before you start complaining about your boss or ex-partner, know that having an external locus of control can cause us to lose sight on what we could have done differently next time, or what we could be doing now to recover from the situation we're in. You stop attempting various activities because you're going to lose anyway, so why bother trying? And this can lead into a negative spiral as your support network dwindles and opportunities pass you by. When we feel that we're the masters of our own fate, however, we tend to end up happier, healthier, and more motivated. We are more likely to take initiative and be proactive in achieving our goals, and are less likely to become discouraged by setbacks. In other words, with an internal locus, we can determine what to do with whatever challenges life sends at us, as well as amplify our own luck. In general, it's good to have an internal locus most of the time. Know that while we can't control everything, there's a lot that we can control. The most important thing is to understand that both luck and skill can contribute to the result of an outcome that you care about, and to focus your time and energy on your circle of influence. One common example is to avoid having the mindset that I don't have time for doing something. This is an external locus of control statement that reinforces a mindset that you are not in control of how you spend your time. Instead, what we do every day is choosing to prioritize some activities over all the other things we can do with our time, because of the benefits they bring to us now or in the future. And sometimes, reframing the way we think about our time this way can lead us to realize the opportunity cost of some of our current activities and shift our priorities around. As a student, be wary of developing a fixed mindset on your intelligence, especially on a subject you aren't particularly great at. Thoughts like, I'm just not a math person, or I'm not smart enough, can easily lead to a negative spiral as you feel like there's no point in studying if you'll fail anyway, thus making the problem even worse. As a parent or educator, praise good habits and behaviors, not just results. And instead of laying blame on poor performance, work with kids and students to understand where things went wrong and how they can improve next time. If you have been successful in your life, know that a healthy dose of luck probably played a role, and you should strive to be grateful and work to increase the luck of others. And after you make a choice, if you truly think you made the correct decision with the information you knew at the time but was foiled by randomness, then there's nothing more to dwell on. Life is comprised of many poker hands dealt out to us over decades. The variance will even out, and good decisions and hard work will compound and eventually reward us.